Next, we have a very, very special address. We will also be unveiling yet another report. Lots and lots of research, lots and lots of work done, lots and lots of hard work gone in there. May I please request all of you to put your hands together as I welcome Dr. Samantak Das, Head of Research and REIS India JLL. It is such a pleasure that you could be a part of this very grand event right here at MAPIC India. I'd like for you to please set the tone, and post this address, we will do the report unveil.
Good afternoon. What I will address today is India retail outlook. So how retail will look like going forward. And before that, I'm really very privileged to start this address on behalf of JLL on this podium. And thanks are turned to the organizing committee. Well, coming back to this topic of India retail outlook, so we are saying that retail will become bigger, faster. This is for the next slide. This is behind, and this is the laser. Okay. So we believe that retail sector, the way it's moving up with the growth trajectory, it will become bigger, faster, and experiential. Now, when I talk of bigger or faster or experiential, I like to give some empirical evidence so that it's very clear why we are calling it bigger, faster, and experiential. Well, it's bigger in terms of gross leasing. That's basically the demand side of retail segment. So what we have seen is the first half of 2024, that's Jan to June 2024, we had a gross leasing of 3.3 million square feet. Now, if you go by growth, it's just 5% up. But that's not really the case. If you divide it into 2 quarters, the second quarter, April to June, was itself 2.2 million square feet, which was double than what happened in the first quarter. So that shows that it has already in that growth trajectory, it's becoming bigger. And just city-wise, if you go through the data, you can analyze that Bangalore is already 1+ million square feet in the first 6 months. Now, again, bigger in terms of average size of supply that's coming in the next 5 years. So average size from 2014 till 2023, that's 10 years. So retail development was around 3.9 million square feet average size. Going forward in the next 5 years, the average size will be 0.51 million square feet. So it's, again, much bigger. Now, if you look into the upcoming supply that is coming up in the next 5 years, there will be 85 shopping centers, including all other retail developments. 13 of them will be more than 1 million square feet. So that's really big. And if I go slightly deep into the statistics, very simple, this 1 million above, out of these 13 large-size developments, will be around 17 million square feet, which is 41% of the total upcoming supply. 42 million square feet is the next 5 years. Now, faster. We are saying it's moving very fast. Why? Because what we have seen, the supply in the last 10 years ending 2023 was just 38 million square feet. However, going forward, the estimate is it will be 42 million square feet. So next 5 years will be more than the last 10 years. So that's really a very, very fast supply that's upcoming in terms of retail development. Now the stock, today we are having 87 million square feet of retail development stock organized. And in the next 5 years, it will touch 129 million square feet. So around 50% growth in the next 5 years. And this is probably the topic of this, this mapping event today, experiential. And we have seen that retail developments are transforming into real experience. It is going beyond shopping, right? So if I look into the experiential-led F&B, yes, we can easily relate to it, right? So it's basically microbreweries you can find a lot of curated fusion cuisines, curated dishes, so on and so forth. So that's one thing that we have, we have identified. Second is premium multiplexes. Nothing new to us, but it's very, very recent phenomenon where we see multiplexes having luxury lounges, kitchens, so on and so forth. Next is the D2C. So direct to consumers is now getting into the brick and mortar to give that type of experience to customers. And last but not the least is the wholesome leisure options that we are seeing for different age groups. And that's where we see that large spaces are being earmarked for development of this type of wholesome, entertainment centers. And for us, this would be the topic of our, report that we are going to unveil after this. And probably I will take you through the major findings of how we see experiential, the entertainment centers coming up and what they really mean in terms of real estate. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir. And to accompany you here on stage to unveil the report and to share the same with us, may I have the pleasure and privilege of inviting on stage Ms. Ashna Jamunasharan once again. Let's hear it up for her as she steps forward. May I also welcome Ms. Rima Punya to be a part of the unveiling ceremony. With great pleasure, may I once again welcome Ms. Pushpa Bector on stage. A round of applause. She's adding so much grace in that beautiful sari today. We have to have you join us, ma'am. Let's hear it up for Mr. Nirzar Jain. May I also welcome Mr. Harsh Bansal, Mr. Shankar Rao. May I welcome Ms. Radha Dheer. May I also request all of you to put your hands together for Mr. Rahul Arora. May I welcome Mr. Sharan Nagpal, Ms. Arpita Tandon to be a part of the report unveil. Once again, with great pleasure, I invite Ms. Ashna Jamunasharan to please join us for the report unveil right here, along with Dr. Samantak Das doing the honors. May I request the team to share the reports with us? The report unveil being done right here. In case you'd like to get a copy, your personal copy of the report, all you have to do is visit the JLL booth in the Expo Zone. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Lots and lots of work has gone into putting together this one. And I'd like for all of you to please to the ribbon opening and unveil the report for us. Came On Entertainment as the new frontier in Indian retail. If you'd like your personal copies, all you've got to do is visit the JLL booth in the Expo Zone. Thank you all so very much.